Hello. Today we're going to learn Asset Security in Certified Information Systems Security Professional. In Module 2, we have these topics: understanding asset security concepts, classifying and control of assets, security of data throughout its life cycle. Asset security is a crucial aspect of information security that involves the protection of an organization's physical and digital assets. Assets can include tangible items such as buildings, computers, and data storage devices, as well as intangible assets such as intellectual property, trademarks, and customer data. Understanding asset security concepts is essential for any organization that wants to maintain the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of its assets. Asset security involves identifying, classifying, and prioritizing assets based on their importance to the organization. Once assets are classified, security measures are implemented to protect them from potential threats. These measures can include physical security measures, such as security cameras, access control systems, and alarms, as well as technical security measures, such as firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and encryption. In addition to protecting assets from external threats, asset security also involves protecting assets from internal threats, such as employee theft, misuse, or sabotage. This can involve implementing policies and procedures to control access to assets, monitoring employee activity, and conducting regular security awareness training for employees. Overall, effective asset security requires a comprehensive approach that includes the identification and classification of assets, the implementation of appropriate security measures, and ongoing monitoring and evaluation to ensure that assets remain secure. Classification and control of assets refer to the process of identifying and categorizing organizational assets based on their value, sensitivity, and criticality to the business. The assets could be physical, digital, or intellectual in nature and could include data, systems, facilities, equipment, and personnel. Once identified and categorized, appropriate controls are implemented to protect and safeguard these assets against threats and vulnerabilities. Asset classification involves assigning a level of protection to an asset based on its value, sensitivity, and criticality. The classification process helps organizations determine the level of security controls required to protect each asset. For example, sensitive customer data may be classified as highly confidential and requires stringent access controls and encryption measures to protect it from unauthorized access or theft. Asset control involves implementing appropriate security controls to protect assets against identified risks and vulnerabilities. These controls could include physical security measures, such as surveillance cameras, access controls, and intrusion detection systems, as well as technical controls such as firewalls, antivirus software, and encryption. Effective asset classification and control is an essential part of an organization's security program and helps ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of critical information and systems. Security of data throughout its life cycle involves implementing security measures to protect data at every stage of its existence, from creation to destruction. This includes protecting data in transit, data in storage, and data in use. Some of the key considerations for securing data throughout its life cycle include: 1. Data classification. It is important to classify data according to its sensitivity and criticality, and apply appropriate security controls accordingly. This can include measures such as encryption, access controls, and monitoring. Secure data storage. Data should be stored in secure locations, using appropriate technologies such as encryption, firewalls, and intrusion detection systems. 3. Data backup and recovery. Regular backups of data should be taken, and appropriate disaster recovery plans should be in place to ensure that data can be restored quickly. In the event of a disruption. For data destruction, when data is no longer required, it should be securely destroyed using appropriate techniques such as data wiping, degassing, or physical destruction. Overall, the goal of securing data throughout its life cycle is to ensure that data is protected against unauthorized access, theft, loss, or corruption, and that it is available when needed. Thank you for watching. You stay tuned for next part.